Yeah, 25 years at the time, right?
Yeah, 25 years of the time, and that was in what? That was in 80 or 77, 78. Yeah, somewhere in there. No, it was in the 50s.
But what did he do with the guitar?
Oh, he fucking took it outside. It was my guitar. He took it outside, smashed it on the concrete, just destroyed it.
Wait,
And
who?
he just,
Oh, go ahead, go ahead.
huh?
I was gonna say, who else was there besides Grandma Shirley?
That's it. But
Okay.
then he gets on the fucking phone and calls my brother Dave up. This little motherfucker here, he's hitting me and he hurt me. I mean, he's making it sound like I'm the one who fucking initiated all this shit. And my brother Dave says, I'll be right over there. So, you know, he just lived down the block. He goes over and he sees that guitar outside. And he goes, you know, he walks in. He knows my dad's drunk. He goes, Dad, what the fuck did you just do? Oh, this little motherfucker. He says, Dad, no. What did you fucking do to that guitar? Oh, I broke that motherfucker. Fuck that little... My brother goes, Dad, you have no fucking idea what that guitar means to him. That's everything to him, dude. Everything. And you just fucking ruined it. I don't give a fuck, and I'm packing up, dude. I got my own car. I left. That's when I got out of the house.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So I moved in with my girlfriend and her mom. Ended up marrying her. Went to high school. Finished high school.
You were still
Went
in
to
high
college.
school?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I lived with my girlfriend and her mom for, oh shit, I don't know, probably two and a half, 3 years.
How do you feel about this today?
Huh?
How does that make you feel today?
Oh, I forgave my dad.
Uh-huh.
That's no big deal. So,
But do you think he remembered
yeah.
it?
Huh?
Did he remember it? Did,
I don't know. Never came up again. Ever. Never was brought up.
damn. Well,
I packed every bit of my shit and left, dude. All my clothes, every possession I had. Put it in the car and left.
God.
Yeah. And if it wasn't for my mom, I wouldn't have had any money. You know, nothing. I wouldn't have. What?
So you stayed in touch with her, obviously, right?
Huh?
You stayed in touch with her?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I didn't talk to my dad for, fuck, I don't know. For a while.
Damn. Yeah, that is kind of... Wait, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm probably going to break up in and out just a little bit, not too much, so.
But the fact that it was the guitar, like, symbolizing all that you wanted to do, that's messed up.
It'd be psycho. No, there was no follow your dreams. Yeah, you know, there's some issues here. My dad never shared anything with me. I was the youngest. I was the brat. Yeah. Forgave him all that. But I mean, deep down, yeah, I know it affected me. I don't need a psychiatrist to tell me anything.
Oh, okay. Then wait, why'd you hire me for?
Huh?
Why are you paying me then?
Why am I paying you?
Yeah.
Oh, because you're cheap. You're fucking cheap, motherfucker.
No, but,
It's pro bono.
okay, but don't you see, though,
But
now that the dust has settled, I mean, what? It's been, 40 years since that moment? 50? No, 40. 40.
40 some odd years.
No, that 45 years or something.
Yeah.
I mean, you turned out pretty good.
Oh, I'm not saying all that.
No.
I turned out all right. I didn't turn out pretty good.
Well,
Oh, all right.
it's pretty good, in my opinion. But I'm also not saying that either. I'm saying, like, I don't want to speak on everything, or it's not all so black and white, but to me, you've been supportive. Like
I know.
I can never say that something like that happened. So you were like that. In fact, it's like so much the opposite.
Well, and then when I was actually when the kids were young, I had that. That's when I had that task cam, of course. And Grandma never said one word to me about. No, never encouraged me. Never said, "Oh yeah, that's really good." Nothing. Okay, but the one thing she did give me advice on, and I'll never forget it. It's an important thing. Is that it came up like I would sing or I would do, show somebody a song that I wrote or something like that, and somebody was
cut out the most important part. Wait, you cut out at the most. You cut out at the most important part. What did she say when you showed a song?
Oh well, eventually, we talked about that, and Grandma was. I said, I just have a hard time taking a compliment. I mean, it's not. It's not something I'm very good at. I'm not insecure about it. I just have a hard time. It's because I don't think of myself in that way. I'm not. I don't want to have praise from somebody who has no idea who the fuck I really am.
So you're humble.
And I guess I'm humble, but...
So you can't even admit you're humble? You can't even admit you're humble?
I'm trying to say, this is built into my psyche. Grandma told me, she says, it's not... The compliment, Scott, is not about you. And I go, what? She said, the compliment is not about you. And okay, well, what's it about? She goes, the compliment is to make them feel good about themselves, knowing that they feel something good and they can comment on it. It's something they cannot do, and to them it's a true compliment. They really mean to say it. True. So the best thing for you to do is just say thank you.
True.
You don't have to take it any more than that. You just have to say thank you because it's an insult. It's an uneasy situation for them to then say that you at that point, like it's like taboo, and that's not what you want people to think of you, or allow them to think of themselves that they're giving the wrong advice. It's about them, how they feel about themselves when they compliment.
And in that way, you're teaching them something because they're using you to come with a good conclusion. They're pretty much saying, yes, that is a good thing that I acknowledge.
Yeah, exactly. So you just say thank you and leave it at that. You don't have to elaborate on it. She says you don't have the ego for that, first of all. You're not cocky that way about anything, unless it's, somebody's going to really, like, in your face test you. Then you're going to step up and say, okay, I'll show you what the fuck I'm about. And that's,
Oh, true.
Yeah. But yeah, don't just let it go. Tell them thank you, because they feel better about themselves knowing that they gave you a compliment and really meant it. You're insulting them otherwise.
But
She's right.
She never said anything about, like, when you recorded it?
No, Grandma really wasn't too excited about me pursuing any kind of music, ever. And again, a complete knockdown, I'm not feeling sorry for myself, Lucas, but I'll tell you the truth about how I know I am, and yet I'm still fucked up about it. I'm extremely talented at a lot of things.
I know.
But I haven't been given that, motherfucker, you're doing good, but listen, here's what you really need to do to be better at it. You need to step up, forget all this shit. I mean, I didn't have anybody like that. I didn't have a mentor. I didn't have anybody I could go to and, until a lot later in life,
So literally what you do to me right when we begin this call is what you didn't have. Like, hey, listen, okay, yeah, you do that good, but now let's take it to the next level. You never had that?
What's that?
like pretty much what you're doing for me, or what you are to me, like helping me say, hey, you're doing this, okay, and yeah, you're way off there, but come on, let's hone this a little more and go towards the goal. Like you've never had that.
That's everything to anybody that I care about.
Oh, true. You're saying you're that way to every. Yeah. True.
You know, I mean, it's definitely more. I don't have to explain myself to you about it. There's no, believe me, I've been, I know that. It's just the way it is.
Wait, what do you mean by that? You don't have to explain what?
Well, when you're telling somebody something, and you're all, in the back of your mind, you're kind of invading their.
Oh, true.
You're in the fucking psyche. You don't want to, you don't want to come off like I know everything. I don't.
Yeah, but you're saying when you talk to me, like you can just sit, like tell me, and we'll laugh about it or whatever.
No, you already know who the fuck I am. I'm just as insecure about who the fuck I am as anybody else.
But I forget that sometimes.
Oh, but it's again, like you said, I'm a humble man. Yeah, that would be part of it.
Yeah.
Know that, Lucas, it's no different than you say, what do you know? I know that I don't know fucking anything. I know that.
Socrates.
I absolutely know. I absolutely know that.
Uh-huh.
Because I think it to be true for everybody. When somebody tells you I know it. Who said that in the fucking movie?
Wait.
Oh,
you're talking about Forrest Gump?
No, it's Brad Pitt said it somewhere. Oh, like in Moneyball.
What did he say in that? Oh, that's a good movie.
It was just the attitude he said it with at the end. When he was talking to Pete, whoever played that, the big fat guy in Superman.
Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill, yeah. I love Moneyball, by the way.
Oh, so good.
But when he was explaining to Pete, Pete's like, we just won 20 games in a row, He's excited for everything. The players, the record, the fans. And Brad Pitt just says, it's just the attitude he brings. He says, Pete, I know that if we don't fucking win it, then we'll go down as complete failures. But if we win, we can win 20 in a row, it doesn't matter. It doesn't mean shit to me.
Uh-huh.
But unless we win the fucking World Series, none of what we've been doing will mean anything. They'll just write it off like we were crazy, like a fluke. Unless we win the World Series, everything we've done now to get to the point where we can win 20 games straight, the most anybody's ever done in the history of fucking baseball. It won't mean shit unless we can win the fucking World Series. He says, I know how people are. And like when he was explaining how he was explaining to his the main guy, one of his main scouts that ended up quitting, because he pushed him. And he tells him, he says, you go to these homes, you tell these kids he's going to be the next fucking star, and you don't know. You don't know that. You can't. That's what you tell them, but you don't know. You don't know. Anyway,
but
it's just an attitude. I feel connected to that by that.
But so okay, about the Billy Bean saying, "Hey, they won't matter." Are you saying that he's sharp in making that Who's right in that situation? Is he right, or is anyone right in that situation? Like, is it messed?
He's right. He's right because he knows. He knows. He's been down. He was the one that somebody told you're going to be the best fucking this and that.
Oh yeah,
when
true.
He was young,
true.
When he was young, he was a 5-star. He was one of the five-level players.
You are like Billy Bean. Oh shit.
In a way, he was a 4 or 5 tier, meaning that he could hit.
And he gave up his college to do that.
He gave up something because somebody told him you're going to be the next best thing to Brett. And he didn't go to Stanford.
Okay, that's not quite like
he
that.
did. Yeah. And they didn't. fucking know. He ended up everything got in his head, you know, he couldn't fucking do shit. He ended up failing. He went to do scouting on his own. So,
but
I don't know.
When he's saying that thing about the people but isn't that messed up for them to say, hey, it doesn't count unless a World Series? Or are they right?
Of course.
Okay.
No, they're fucking wrong because now history goes every sports team, including hockey and a fucking football, baseball, everybody uses the model that Billy Bean and Pete, can't remember his last name. It's a true story. Everybody uses that model of fucking matrix and logarithms to determine the best way to fucking play a game or how to choose their guy. It isn't by, you know, he was trying to tell them, look, you guys are picking guys based on how good looking their wives are. You know, how good, I mean, they were. It's like they sit around the table, it's like, well, what do you think about this guy? He's...
Okay, no. Don't tell me that, because now I actually want to put some stock in that. Like, all right, let me look at everyone's wives and judge them off that. That's how...
No, I mean, yeah, they would say, hey, but his wife is ugly as shit. You know? It doesn't breed any confidence.
Okay, never mind. If you're gonna do the analysis of the wife, you gotta do it better than that. Okay, maybe she's not top tier looks, but what does she like at home, or what does she do for a passion?
Yeah,
like, come on.
They weren't doing that though. That's what I'm trying to say. It was just straightforward. He's got an ugly wife. He lacks confidence.
Yeah.
That's the metric. That's the metrics that they used, and it was completely off. But he knew it. He wasn't. He didn't want to pick players based on how good they looked or how good their wives looked or whether they had, you know, a nice ass. I mean, they were doing all kinds of shit that...
Once again, I would like to put it on record that if all the statistics are equal, like, okay, he has a 200 average, 333 RBI, whatever the stats are, ERA. Now, once all those are equal, okay, now we can look at the wife and use that. But you got to look at the other things first.
Again, it was flawed.
Yeah.
The basis, it was flawed. That's what he was getting at. And he said, the one thing that I give a fuck about is winning. And this is a line in the movie. He says, I hate to lose. I hate to lose more than I like winning. Hate to lose. And he says, I don't want to, you know, he based his whole theory on how many times did you get on base, period. What's the guy or the likelihood of this guy getting on base? That's how he picked his players and won 20 in a fucking row.
It's funny because, like, that's so ingrained in us now, like me and you, like, obviously that's the way. But
he was the guy.
Yeah, he was a pioneer, yeah.
Yeah, he was the pioneer. Did it as something to go on.
I wish I was a pioneer.
Yeah. Well, you are. You just don't know it.
Billy Bean didn't know it, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I can say you were the pioneer for fucking god-awful music, but you're not.
Jesus.
Everybody has that ability, and they've had it throughout history.
Oh, you're really not gonna like one that comes out, but just know that I didn't. All this is scheduled, so I recorded this months ago. So, but you might chuckle.
I'll tell you what you need to do, Lucas. If you want me to watch your videos, this is what happens to me.
Okay.
It comes up, Doc Brown video. I push the link, it goes to the video section of my fucking browser, and it won't let me play the video every time.
Really?
Yeah. So what you need to do is actually send me a link to that video, so it'll
Okay.
go right to...
I'll send you a link every time. Well, not every time. Sometimes I won't, because I don't want you to see a specific video. Because I'm. Okay, just for an example. Just for an example.
Are you putting it online?
They're all online, all on the website. Every 2 to 3 days, or 3 to 4. But actually, I probably should send you everyone. But you know how I'm a little out there. Every video is different. So
you're a little bit what?
Out there.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I know you're out there. I know the feeling of being out there, Lucas.
Oh, okay, good, good. So for example, this latest video that I uploaded was 3 hours and 13 minutes, and is
I don't want to see that one.
exactly that's one I wouldn't send you. So I might just maybe every 10 videos I won't send. For the most part, I'm gonna send you every video though.
Yeah.
So and that's an exception. Wait, I want to look up my
Now, what's the 3.5 hour video about?
So my first 3 hour video was called "Birth of a Nation," where I literally watched this movie from the 1920s or 19.
Birth of a Nation, yeah.
You know,
I know the movie.
do you know the history of it?
No, I have no idea. I know it's a movie.
Okay, so it's a somewhat controversial movie because it does involve the KKK and it just involves the North and the South, and it takes a somewhat arguably prejudiced view. But I said, you know what? I just want to watch this movie. 3 hour watch session, did it one day, uploaded my full commentary. But it was one of the first videos I did, so the production quality is not too great, and I actually thought it would be funny to have the microphone really loud, so you can't even comprehend what I'm saying for half the video.
It is more for your benefit that you recorded
Yes,
than anybody else. I
yes.
get it.
Okay,
I get it.
thank you.
You want the spur of the moment comment and be able to refrain back to it, or refer back to it yourself.
It's a little.
Go, what the fuck was I thinking, or why did I say it that way? And maybe I need to. Did it make all sense? Yeah, you're critiquing yourself.
And it's a little bit of vanity too, I think. I'm like, hey, let me just put this video out there. Yeah.
Everything to do with fucking the internet and social media is vanity.
True, just by itself.
You saw the Devil's Advocate, right?
Oh, I need to rewatch it. Yeah, I've seen it. I need to rewatch
That's the
it.
last line of the fucking movie, dude.
What is?
My favorite sin. Where he turns from the fucking lawyer or the reporter that was reporting. He goes back to the bullshit that it was like what happened in that movie is that he realized that his client was a fucking nasty fucking child molesting prick, right?
Uh-huh.
So he said he needed to take a break, and he went into the fucking bathroom, right?
Oh, yeah, Keanu, yeah.
The reason why he went into the bathroom is because he listened through the vent to find out what the jury was about.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, but from that point on till the very end of the movie was all like a dream state.
Yeah.
It goes back to that. He's back into the fucking thing. He's back in the fucking. He's back in the fucking.
The courthouse.
Bathroom.
Yeah, bathroom.
Yeah, in the bathroom with the reporter. The reporter's like, "Come on, give me some dig here. Give me some dig." He's trying to get information, and he told him that, you know, all these wins or whatever. And finally, Keanu Reeves tells him why he comes to the bathroom and why he's won so many times is because he fucking listens to the vents. He listens to the jury in the vents. He said, but nobody needs to know about that. He told that guy, and then after this is after he told the judge, I'm quitting. You know, he contempt of court. You can't drop a client like that. It's against the bar.
Yeah.
So that's when he went to the bathroom. That's when the reporter went in there. Whatever, yada yada yada. Then as he walked out, he was saying goodbye. What are you gonna do? And he's walking down the stairs with Charlize Theron. And then at the very end of the movie, it turns back to that reporter, and he morphs into fucking.
Yeah.
He morphs into fucking Al Pacino and goes, "Vanity, my favorite sin."
Okay, two things. That scared me as a kid. That whole movie scared me. And it's scary. Second, I want to read the part for out loud. I found the script. Vanity is definitely my favorite sin. Self-love. It's so basic. What a drug. Cheap, all natural, and right at your fingertips. God, I want to hear Al Pacino say it now. Pride. That's where he's strongest. And believe me, I understand. To work for someone else, hey, I couldn't hack it. Better to reign in hell than serve in heaven. Damn. And that's the devil saying that.
Yeah. Again, good movie. A lot of morality in that movie, and a lot of bullshit going around. And it was crazy, man. It scared me too when that chick was naked, and you can see fucking that ripple down her body.
I
Her
know.
and then their fucking face morphed into something evil.
Yeah, and then he's
Like
jogging, and that dude from Ferris Bueller is evil now too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's on Netflix. I want to rewatch it.
Yeah, then the old secretary, the personal secretary of fucking Al Pacino, when Charlie Theron killed herself.
Oh,
You know, she morphed into a fucking, like a demonic fucking looking person. She was in on it too.
oh, remember
Yeah,
that?
that's a scary motherfucker, man.
Oh yeah, it is. Remember the one scene where in the elevator, and like Al Pacino has the two girls, and he looks at Keanu, and he's like, eh.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, oh god, don't do it, man, don't do it. But you're too late. You're already in there. You're deep.
Well, he wanted to go, but yeah. And then Theron got fucking pissed off. Yeah.
Oh yeah, she plays a good role. I mean, that's just a good movie. Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it. I liked the movie. But yeah, Vanity, my favorite sin.
Oh yeah, so yeah, I'll be vain. Yeah, vanity, man. What is vanity?
Just self-love, like you said. You're vain, you know?
True. But what's pride, though?
Huh?
But then what is pride?
I don't know. I'm just referring to the movie. Motherfucker, the script that you just read.
So I don't know, damn. Like,
I'm learning as we go. What is pride? I don't know. I guess it's self-serving as well, you know?
but is there such a thing as good pride?
Yeah, if somebody's proud of you, yeah. It's kind of the secondary thing. Pride should be given, not expressed.
Oh, that's good. Wait, did you steal that from somebody?
No, I just said it.
Okay.
Sorry, motherfucker.
Pride should be given, not expressed. Pretty good.
It is pretty good, isn't it? You can write that down and have it. It's all yours, motherfucker.
Stolen.
Pride is given, not expressed. Yeah, that's what it's pride, though. Otherwise, it's not pride.
So is
It's
it like
vanity.
Oh, so pride is like a gift. Vanity is when you try to put it on yourself.
Yeah, I think in a way, vanity is a little bit boasting. You know, it's not a little bit. It's boasting. Yeah, it's a little cocky. It's a little bit self-serving. It's all self-serving.
Okay, you remember how you? Huh.
You're so vain. Oh, look what I look like in the mirror. I feel so bad. When you're saying that to somebody, it's vanity. It's like you want somebody to say, "Oh no, you don't look bad." Yeah, you want a reaction. Yeah.
Okay, so remember.
When you do a good job, Lucas, I say I'm proud of you.
Huh.
That's not fucking bad. Not a bad thing. That's pride.
Okay, but remember.
My dad's pride was not spoken either to me. That's the second mistake of pride.
He should at least told you now and then, like, come on, good job here.
No. Well, my dad would never put me in that category with a conversation about me. Never. And it's too bad because I would have relished it. It would have made me a different person.
I was gonna say, how would it change you?
It would have changed me. It would have changed me for the better. Well, you know, I mean, as a kid, when you're growing up and shit, you're only doing shit for the most part to please somebody else. I mean, think about pussy. You'll do about anything for pussy.
Oh, I was like, wait, who's Posey? Oh.
No, pussy. You're gonna about do anything for pussy when you're growing up.
What? You mean love? You mean love? I don't know what this P word is you're using, but.
There is no love as a child. Like it's that way.
What?
It's not. No, it's getting pussy. You're gonna say pussy because that's the right thing to say.
No.
But you want the pussy.
No, stop me. Let me say that word. You sound like Al Pacino. Yeah, I'll get the. No. But you're saying when I come out of the womb and I look at my parent, or when I look at you.
What? No, you start from getting attention right out the bat.
So it's attention. Attention is the dawn of it, then.
Well, it's attention. Yeah, I mean, attention is. It feels good to get attention, you know. Of course. You know, as a child, you're gonna do shit bad to get attention. That's how fucking far you'll go.
But why do you do that bad thing? Will you always do a bad thing to get attention?
Yeah, you have to be accepted. People have to be accepted. Me included, Lucas. I'm not saying any of this without saying, yeah. I'm saying this because I know in my own head that's the way it is.
True.
I know. I don't know, but I know. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
You know.
no, but so first you had on attention, then accept it. How do you get accepted?
Well, it's the reaction. I mean, as a child, if you'll cry and do something bad, you'll cry to the point as a baby without even understanding it until they pick you up. You just want to be picked up, dude. You want to be coddled. You want to be paid attention to. Once you get picked up, you stop crying. You put down, you start crying. And then you learn that that's just something that you can do to manipulate. And so you'll cry for any fucking thing just to get your way. It works for you as a child. You don't even know why it works, but it works. You get the attention that you desire.
True. I just want to point out. This is the first time where you're taking you to the next level, and that you use you a lot. Like right when we started talking about this example, and this is where I love it. I love it.
Yeah, I'm not you and you. I'm you and everybody.
You know what I noticed the other day, by the way?
Oh, you just noticed.
I think you'll like this because you notice the little things that people say, that you say. Pretty much, when I say something like "I love it," I've noticed me and my friends say, "Oh, I love it," when we're worried about what someone else is gonna say. Like when we perhaps say something like, just you know what I mean?
It's a manipulation. It's like you're on my side, right?
Yeah.
You're on my side, right? Yeah, I want these other people to be on my side. You love it, right? Please accept me.
Just now. Yeah, please accept. Just now, when you say, when I brought up the you now, and I said, oh, you're saying you right now, and I said, oh, I love it. Why did I say I love it? Am I worried that you're gonna feel bad? Do I want to accept me?
I don't really care whether you love it.
Exactly.
It doesn't affect me. But if you love it, I'm gonna keep talking about it. I know that much.
So it's just another strategy to keep you going.
Yeah. Well, again, Lucas, I'm no different than anybody else. I'm a strange fucking animal like any fucking human.
A strange animal, that's good.
Yeah. I'm definitely as strange as anybody out there. But I'm aware of how strange, we are. Well, not completely, but whatever mindset that I have or the way shit goes, I've got an idea of why it happens. I get an idea of why people act the way they do. And that's why I don't really like too many people. Because for the most part, they think they know what they're talking about, or they think they know what they like, and they don't.
True. But in reality, we're so weak and helpless.
Well, we're just thriving for attention, dude. We just need somebody to tell us we're right. Absolutely. Why don't,
Wait, you're saying we need someone to set us straight?
Oh, we need somebody to just agree with us.
Oh.
Fucking right or wrong.
True. Okay, when you put it that way, that's kind of illuminating. Like, and right away I think, okay, who do I look to agree with me?
Anybody, Lucas.
Even when I read a book, maybe I'm thinking, is this guy like me? He's dead 3,000 years. Oh, does he agree with me?
Like me?
Well, agree with me.
Yeah. Well, we're just saying that you agree with him and can't tell him.
True. Yeah. At least I can be in more delusion now. Well, yeah, he agrees with me. He's dead. I can't talk to him.
No, I think that you're making an assessment of what's right and wrong. Morale to
True.
what makes you feel good to what the general public would be like if things were pristine, or when they're not pristine, how they are. Hold on a second, okay?
Is Faye texting you?
I'm on one.
On one what?
Talking to somebody.
Oh.
Get fuel.
Okay. Let me know when you can talk.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna use the restroom, okay?
Okay. How you doing? We're good? Thank you. Okay, buddy.
Are you still there?
Yeah,
Okay, I'm back. You good?
I'm good. Yep.
Okay, you know what I thought of? It's always good. First of all, it's always good to just stand up in a conversation. So much shit comes to me.
Yeah.
Well, I say shit, but that's probably a bad
I know
word.
what you mean.
It could be shit. But so my friend, I think I've told you about him before. He's probably one of my closer friends for the past 10 years. He does these streams online where he plays games. And they're kind of like my videos, like there's not much viewers, but it's like close friends watch him. And he was going on a rant the other day. And he was ranting about he started talking about my book. He actually shot my book. He with a gun.
What?
Okay.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, he lives in Salt Lake. And he went camping with some friends that we also play games with. And they made a video where when my book came out, they said, "Hey, in a couple months later, they went out and he shot my book with a gun." And I remember him asking me like, "Is it okay?" And I was laughing. I was like, "Dude, that would be actually pretty awesome. You better record it." And then afterwards, the video came out, and some other people were like, "Oh, dude, why'd you shoot his book? That's damn, dude. Like, that's kind of an offense, no? Like, don't you think that hurt his feelings?" So he was ranting about that. But then I told him, I'm like, "Dude, you should release some rant videos where you go on 10-minute rants." And then he said some shit that sounded just like you. He's like, "Oh, and just like Bill Burr, like, dude, I'm fucking stupid. Like, I don't want to. My opinion's gonna change in a few months, and I'm probably just spouting nonsense right now." But he's fucking telling some awesome truth, and I'm just like, "You bastard, you're so good." But I did understand. I understand what he's saying. Like, yeah, like you get self-conscious of what you just wrote or said, and it's like, damn.
I really don't get self-conscious of what I write.
No, okay, no, that's the thing. That's sorry to cut you off, but I told him, I said, "See, I think this is why I write, because I don't have to look at myself in my face and hear my voice back again. I can kind of hide behind words and like what I do with words and maybe switch it up a little bit, but also deliver the truth still."
Yeah, I don't do that at all.
Maybe you do on a unconscious level?
No,
What do you do?
no, it is. When I write, it's just whatever my brain's thinking at the time, I write it. If
Oh.
it means something to me, I write it. That's it.
Okay, then you got me there. That's exactly what I want you to do.
Yeah, no, there's no. Yeah, I'm not really. Yeah.
Wait, so you can't? What about songs? Can you do the same with songs? to bring it back?
Yeah, when I'm writing it, I don't have any. Not that I let anybody read everything, but
True.
I can write shit that is my own fucking thoughts that nobody needs to know about. I can do that, and I've done that.
True.
But it's just one of those things that you just don't, it's your own dirty little secret. It just happened to go on paper, and you're thinking, I'm not showing this to any fucking buddy.
Yeah.
This is not moral.
Moral? Oh, wait, what?
Oh, everything, yeah.
Wait, so it's something immoral that you did?
Maybe.
Or the fact that you're sharing it is immoral?
I don't know. I'm just bringing that up as a way of saying there is no limit.
Uh-huh.
To when I do decide to write something and not show anybody, that's where it's at.
Are you saying that's the best kind of writing?
No, I'm just saying that that's what happens.
Damn you!
What? What do you want from me? I don't
Sorry, no, because you're doing good. You're telling just the truth. You're like, listen, I'm not saying any other implications. I'm literally just saying what happens. Pay attention, bastard.
It's no different than when you explain a dream that you have no idea what the fuck it means. You just write it. You say it. You recollect it.
To me, that's the best. Yeah, my professor, one of my best professors, that's how he taught it. He said, literally, just pay attention. Don't go on this tangent. Don't try to put flair on it. What is happening right now? What are you seeing?
Yeah. I wish I had a way of actually remembering dreams. I know that there's probably a technique out there because some of my dreams are pretty fantastical. Some of them are just exciting. They're exciting to me. Like when you wake up, you go, "Oh, motherfucker, I need to bottle that shit."
Yeah. Sometimes I wake up, I'm like, damn, that was awesome. I wish I was still there a little bit. Like, damn.
If I'm that excited, usually when I'm a little excited, and somebody says something like, "Oh, that's pretty good," now I'm really excited. So maybe in a way, I'm thinking to myself, whatever I thought or whatever I can fucking remember or whatever that dream was, I wish it could be fucking written down, remembered in full as I remember it dreaming.
True.
Because I might make some money on that one.
You're saying, yeah, because someone else is going to feel that excitement too if it was that strong.
Yeah. They'll read it and go, "Oh my God, where the fuck is your head?" But this is wonderful. Yeah.
I've had that. The strangest I've had, and it's happened like 3 or 4 times in my life, is I'll wake up at 3 a.m. and I don't know if you wake up at night too much, but do you ever wake up and like your head's running like really weird and you just need to sit up and set it straight?
I've done it a few times, yeah.
I've had a very rare instances where I'll wake up in that state and like I'm writing a book and it's so fucking good. But I literally can't think to wake up and write it. And if I even did sit up, it would just all clear my head and I'm just like, no, the fuck, that was so good.
Yeah, that's what happens to me is you get so excited about it. It's so fucking good. It's so complex. It's lost. There's no way you can recreate that. No way. It just is lost. You think, okay, well, this is a really good part, and then you forget the other shit. So
maybe it's just a source that we should just enjoy, and it could fuel the rest of our day. To be a little mystical about it.
Yeah, maybe it's God.
I mean, you beat me to it. I let you have that one. Maybe it's God. Wait, have you changed your mind on God in 40 minutes?
What?
Have you changed your mind on God in 45 minutes?
No.
Really? Okay, hypothetical situation.
Okay.
You're at the pearly gates.
Yeah.
And the messenger says name, and you say Scott Lytle, whatever you got to say. You can say whatever you want to go by the internet. All right. What do you have to say to God before we let you in? What do you say?
Hold on a second. Oh, I didn't want to go credits. That's all right. Don't matter.
So you're at the pearly gates,
Yeah.
and you see a messenger to God,
Okay.
and he says, "Any last words? What do you say?"
I say, what am I dreaming?
And then no, I don't know what he does after.
Because this shit ain't real, yeah. No, I'm probably going to try to negotiate what the fuck's going on.
Well, my negotiation
I'm
with
like,
Jesus.
alright, now really, what is this? Is it real? And
What do I have to do?
What am I answering the question for? You know, what's the result?
Okay,
of my
he
answer
says,
to this
do you repent, son? He wouldn't say that, but...
I would say, okay, explain repent.
And he pulls out a big book and he starts looking.
Yeah, I want to know a definition, motherfucker. Because if you're going to ask me something I don't absolutely know what it is, based on your
Okay.
fucking understanding of it,
He says, why didn't you believe in God?
because, well, at that point I'm probably going to say because nothing as drastic as this has ever happened to me to fucking give me that.
You're about to be the biggest convert ever if it turns out real.
I'm not gonna. Oh shit. 472 divided by.
I got you. 472 divided by what?
Divided by 129,788. 3.6764 miles per hour.
3.64. Yep, round it up.
That's because I was in fucking wind the whole way for the last.
Where you say, is that how much fuel cost you just now?
That's how much I got per gallon. Miles per gallon I got. No, fuel cost me $629.
Wow.
Yeah, wow, that's right.
Oh, we went down to Algodones for Dennis, right?
Yeah.
And we were bullshitting with these fogies, I think I told you, and this one guy was like, and they're both getting their whole T3 done. Oh yeah, I told you, because they're like, oh, implants. And this one guy who was from like California, both like country type dudes, and one guy was like, yeah, we also got 1,000 gallon tank we brought down here because you can bring up to 1,000 gallons back to the U.S. And I was like, damn. I mean, sure, it had less price. I couldn't imagine filling up 1,000 gallons, but you fill up that once a day, or every 2 days?
Probably 1,000 gallons about every week.
Okay. It's like, damn.
I basically about every other day, every day and a half is 200 gallons. That's about every 1,000 miles I drive is about 200 gallons.
Oh, okay.
So 10 days of that.
Oh, shit. Okay, now I'm sitting back. I was sitting forward for a long time.
You were doing what?
I was sitting forward for a lot of the conversation. Now I'm sitting back. Whole different view.
Yeah. I don't know what that means, but go ahead.
I mean, like, if you sit forward for 30 minutes and you sit, like, relax backwards for 30 minutes, you have different thoughts?
Is this like taking Jesus for a walk?
It's exactly like that. It is exactly like that.
It's exactly that. I think you like me because I can test your psyche as well as your fucking sense of humor.
Yes, you're like you're a touchstone. I can just take swipes and see what goes on. See what the response is. Not many people can be that. Which is probably good. You don't want to go around to everybody.
Well, they're afraid. Most people are going to be afraid to tell you who they really are.
True.
And I'm only a little bit afraid.
True. I've seen you in social situations. Sometimes you'll straight up tell people. For the most part.
90% of the time I'm going to tell people how I think.
Were you always like that?
99%. Yeah, that could be a problem, by the way.
But you were always like that?
Yeah. I'm gonna call bullshit when bullshit happens. Yeah, I'm not very liked at times in life.
Well, what are people usually, the bullshitters or they tell you?
It's kind of like saying there's free speech without allowing free speech.
Wait,
like,
I think I see what you're saying. What are you saying?
The concept of somebody saying you have free speech, like our Constitution,
Mm-hmm.
they don't really mean it. I mean, yeah, it says it in words.
True.
It says it in an amendment, but it's not the way it really is.
But you're saying if someone comes up to you and says something you don't like, or are you saying like in general?
Well, in general, I'm probably just going to let them think that because, whatever they did say, it matters on how stupid what they did say or how much innocence is based on that.
True.
Otherwise, if you got an adult that's telling you something that after a while you're just going to say, you know what, I didn't want to talk about this. You're not going to listen to what I have to say anyway. You're already too far. You drank too much of the Kool-Aid, motherfucker.
You know what I notice sometimes too? Like, okay, it's one thing to like hear someone say something and you don't like it. Okay, you're being nice for the moment. Cool. But then say you have someone else around you that also has to hear it. I've noticed that I've been more aggressive in those situations. Do you know what I mean? I can say more.
Well, you have to be because at that point you figure you're going to be ganged up on, You're the majority. You're the minority, motherfucker.
No. Wait, I think you know what I mean. Okay, so say someone's saying some stupid stuff, like I don't like it at all. And it's just me and him. Okay, cool, I gotta put up with you till I'm gone. Now say that same thing's there, but now I have my 10-year-old son with me. And he has to hear this. Now I'm gonna be more aggressive, like, dude, you need to stop, or let's get out of this situation now.
You're not talking about somebody that agrees with what they're saying.
No.
You're talking about somebody that's influenced by what
Oh, yes.
Okay. Yeah, you're going to be, especially if it's somebody that means something to you, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to be like, you're out of your fucking mind.
I
want my child to think that that's who I am by agreeing with you. I want them to be like that. Yeah.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And I found that, I felt that, I'm like, wait, this puts a whole, thank you, person I love for being here. You're making me not like that. You're making me actually be able to say something for you. And I'm not going to say it's for her. It's for me, too, because I don't want to bear it. But it's for the...
Well, I think it's okay in that situation to be like that.
Yeah.
The problem comes when somebody says something and they have no business even be involved with the conversation. That's when the problem happens.
True.
It's like a white person defending black people. Almost.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like, they're trying to defend the plight of the black person. It's all in it's all in a good direction, but in reality, you get the fuck out of the conversation. Show your support some other fucking way. Not your opinion. You have no opinions.
I've been seeing some TikToks that are like that where it shows... I think it's like, oh, this person goes to a book club and they're like, oh, my opinion on it. It's like, come on.
I think sometimes people just like to hear themselves fucking talk. Good or bad, they're just looking for a fucking reaction. And if it's good, they're gonna go with that until somebody fucking gives them. Well, until enough people give them the fucking stink eye to change their mind. The problem is that doesn't happen because they're going to seek somebody of like mind. And that's where you become prejudiced.
True.
And...
Oh, I thought you were going to say president, both.
No, prejudiced and so fucking out of tune with reality, you're willing to believe it because you're part of somebody else that believes it.
Oh, that's bad. So it's not the truth anymore.
Well,
it could be.
Again, reality is subjective. We all know this.
Uh-huh.
So it's hard to say what's real for me is right compared to what somebody else thinks is real. Honestly.
Yeah, I agree. Like that's the foundation of everything. Like, you can't get past that because it's just true. It's the true. That's where we start. Well, how do you view the world? How do I view the world? Yeah.
Well, the problem is most people don't even know this. Of course, they're so stuck in their reality. There's no subjective aspect of their reality whatsoever, or anybody else's whatsoever.
Wait, you're saying that they're so subjective that they think they're objective?
Oh, without a doubt.
You pulled out the without a doubt. That's how you know.
Oh, yeah. Well, think about it, Lucas. If it damages you by something you believe in and somebody doesn't believe it and it damages you for any reason, whether it's being made fun of or exposing you or making you look stupid in front of somebody else, vanity, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna fight, motherfucker. You're gonna fight.
Is it because it doesn't feel good or pleasurable? Is that?
Well, it's confusing.
Sure.
Reality in itself, no matter which side you take or whatever you believe in, is pretty confusing. You know.
Like, okay, take two. I want you to tell me about like two examples. Like, what the 10-year-old boy or 10? I don't know why it has got to be 10. The 18.
She was 18, motherfucker.
She was 18. No, but a 10-year-old boy like grows up with God, and then a 10-year-old boy who doesn't grow up with that notion at all, and then they're learning about what that even means to other people. Like, how do they even comprehend that? I don't know how.
It's such a crime that child has to go through that. You know, it's the same as racism. You know, I mean, you're not born with a belief in God or racism or prejudice or misogyny or anything else. All that shit is learned. Every bit of it.
So what do we have when we're born? What do we have then?
I don't think you don't have any choice. You better just pray to God you're born somewhere where you can speak your mind and that you have parents that bring you up to fucking not think only of yourself but for everybody and think for yourself. Period.
True.
You know? Like with you, Lucas, this is one thing that completely shocked me when you told me.
Oh no.
Is about your belief in, or when you were younger, because I never pushed it on you. I never brought the word atheism up to you at all. Not one fucking time. And the one time you told me, it blew me the fuck away. When I was younger, I was an atheist. I'm like, well, I've never been an atheist, first of all. I guess when you grow up, you realize what atheism is, and you were that. You figured you were that. And I'll tell you to this day. Usually, I don't want you to have an opinion about what my opinion is. I don't. Until you get old enough to understand it. And it's the same with God. I mean, I'm going to tell you what reality is as far as the way people react, how to act, how you treat people. None of that has to do with anything with God. What love is, what support is, what camaraderie is, what, just the aspects of actual life, reality. But not what to believe in, like the God Almighty and...
Okay, I agree with everything you're saying. I do want to but I just remembered something and learned something at the same time. That I never realized, like, when I said that thing...
Let me say one thing before you say it, tell me.
Okay.
I also know that without saying anything, sometimes there's an influence in a child that's not apparent, even to the person that's trying not to be fucking influential. Like, I don't want to tell you what's right and wrong sometimes, but I do, Like, stabbing that dog with that knife is wrong, Lucas, I want you to learn that. But it's something you know when you grow up as an adult. It's not, you don't have to really learn it. You just know it's
No, everything you're saying it's so much more important than what I'm about to say. But I do want to say, uh, like, oh, I was
Suck
an
up to me.
atheist, huh?
Don't suck up to me. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you for
I'm
that.
fucking with you.
Thanks for the permission to let me not do that. But
Thank you for the compliment, but I can't take a compliment very much.
okay,
Very easily.
I'm gonna let you have the last thank you on that. Okay, moving. Oh, that's a compliment in itself. Damn it! All right, moving on. Moving on. Cutting this with a cord.
Submission, bitch.
No, I'm not no, I'm circumcising the submission. This is a circumcision. All right. So.
Oh my god. Watch out for dicks.
Wait, what?
Watch out for dicks.
Watch out! He's got a cutter. All right. So.
They're fucking swinging dicks.
Wow! Get the knife. No, we're getting derailed. This is derailment. No. So the atheist thing. Yes, I remember saying that too. But just to put a caveat on it, I'm realizing now. God, realize is such a good word. I'm realizing now that I wasn't atheist when I was a child. It was like almost when I was 12 to 17. So looking back at, so yeah, I was when I said that at 17 or 20. No, I said that when I was like 23, 24. I don't know. But as a child, I wouldn't say atheist because I didn't even think about that. It doesn't really matter. There was so much more important things. I don't know if that makes sense.
Here's really the whole picture.
Okay.
I said it before. A child is not born prejudiced. They're not born with a belief in God. They don't know what love is. They don't know anything. It's all taught. It's all vicarious. Every bit of it.
Mm-hmm.
Every bit of who you are,
It's
whether you think so or not, is vicarious.
It's an amalgamation to give. Yeah, amalgamation.
Yeah,
Shout
it
out.
is.
Shout out.
So, but I will say this. There were times, and even Faye's asked, what do you think? Is there a God? I'm going to tell you the truth, what I believe. But I'm also going to tell you, I'm not here to make you believe what I believe. I'm here to tell you what I believe. It's up to you to make those decisions. And that's absolute. I've had that conversation with Faye.
Wait. So state it again. State it again to make it clear. What are you gonna do?
No, I mean, as you grow up as an influence, I know that this is an influence. Although, when you're growing up, you would even ask me, "What do you think of this? What do you think of that?" And I bring up God just because it's probably very important, in the whole realm of life. God is an important topic.
At least as a topic, yeah. At very least, yeah.
Yeah. At the very least, it's a pretty important topic.
Uh-huh.
So,
Quote it.
but,
Okay, good.
yeah, but if you want to know what I believe in God, I'll tell you, even at a young age, which I know will be an influence. Because again, we long to have that fucking acceptance. So, do I know that I'm influencing you when I talk to you? Yeah. But I'm also going to, preface it by saying, look, I don't want you to believe what I believe. I want you to find out for yourself what you believe. Because that's going to be all right with me anyway. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm not saying I'm right or wrong. I'll tell you what I believe in, but don't take my word for that. Those are the two things that I'm that way, that I've always been with kids. You or Faye or your mom or dad, your mom or anybody I talk to. But, because I'm not here to tell anybody what religion they should be or shouldn't be. Nothing. I can't in my heart tell anybody what is right to believe in. It's none of my fucking business. First of all. When you tell me I believe in God, that's up to you, motherfucker. You're an adult. That's absolutely fine with me. I have no problem.
But how does someone find out what they believe? I know that sounds silly.
Well, I mean, I guess it's just at the point of acceptance, I mean, you can assess.
Okay, that's good. I just realized you keep saying acceptance, and it's good. Yes, and I agree. But then it makes me think of the opposite, denial.
Yeah. Well, you can learn a lot from denial, motherfucker.
I know. I was gonna say denial's like
God
Denial is your like subtitle, or that's your epithet, isn't it? Or what do you call it? Aren't you like the king? I'm not saying you partake in denial, but you know about it.
Oh, I know about it.
I'm not saying you're.
Hey, it's one of the fabrics.
It's one of the fabrics, he says.
It's definitely a thread in the fabric of life, no doubt about it.
Okay, you just painted a picture of life. The fabric?
Life is fabric to me, yeah. In a way, it's, it's like I told you about sarcasm, There's always a thin thread of reality in sarcasm. In the fabric of sarcasm. Always.
Okay, but what's denial before we go to sarcasm?
Denial is just a river in
No, stop.
in Egypt. It goes through fucking goes through
No, I cannot condone this. Yo, what's denial, man? What is that? What's denial? The Nile River.
well, it can be a good thing. It can be a good defense, or it can be a terrible fucking trait. Yeah.
But you can actually use it as a good.
Yeah. I mean, it might save your life one day, denial. I mean, if your dad keeps smacking you in the fucking mouth, and you deny the fact that that's an important issue, so you don't get smacked in the mouth again, that might be a pretty good fucking thing to do.
Wait, you're saying that's the good thing to do? I guess.
It might be good to shut your mouth and deny that something bad's going on.
True.
Until you're away from it long enough to deny it as being something that's right.
Until it's in your power to say, hey, I need to move past this denial.
Yeah, I'm not going to put up with this shit no more. But it's a pretty good idea to shut your mouth when it's going to affect you.
In the meantime, I'll deny it. But yeah, when it's in my power, I'll move. That's good, actually. That's really good. Is all denial like that?
I think so. I mean, it's to prevent you from being hurt. And yet, it builds your character. There's no doubt about that. It builds who you are. It's another thread, motherfucker. There's no doubt about that.
God, that's such a good moment.
Huh?
That all denial could be like that, or is like that. That starts from, hey, I gotta put up with it, but then overcome it.
Well, there's an opposite to it too, and that's by denying something, you're accepting it. That's the cool part.
Yeah.
When you deny something, you're accepting something else, Lucas.
Oh, true.
Don't be fooled by, it's not a one-sided issue here. It's it's give and take. It's yin and yang. It's one.
Okay.
It's a choice. It's a choice.
Wait. Whoa, what did you just say? It's a choice?
It's a choice.
How'd you get from yin and yang to choice?
How did I get from what?
You kept going from the opposites, and then all of a sudden you said choice.
Well, everything in life is a choice, even yin and yang.
But who makes the choice?
I don't know.
Oh, now I'm lost.
Sometimes it's just in certain cases
No.
it's the survival of the fittest in a way.
Okay,
I
wait.
mean, stay inside or freeze to death. What do you want? Get warm or get cold?
So.
It's a choice. You gotta make something.
So do we always go? Huh.
You always have a choice, Lucas. I used to have a joke about this, a long time ago. I wish I could remember it. It was a long
I
joke.
wish so too.
It had to do with if you look it up, I'll bet you can look it up online.
Huh.
2 choices in life joke. You have 2 choices in life, always.
Oh, is it that long ass one that like keeps going and going?
Yeah, it keeps going.
Okay, don't tell me the punchline, because I did find it this one time.
Yeah.
Wait, can you tell me a little bit more about it, like how it goes?
It's like, okay, it is kind of, you can either be paper or wood.
Oh, okay, I know, I remember.
You're this. If you're paper, you got
Okay. Don't tell me. I know it. Because I know where it's going, and I want to hear it. Paper in the wood. Two choices in life. Damn it. Okay, try to tell it, because I know. I think you can do it now. I think you can do it.
Well, the end all is that you can be toilet paper or tissue paper. If you're tissue paper, it's okay. But if you're toilet paper, you got two choices. You know.
Keep going.
You can either wipe your ass or
Damn it! I know it's so close.
Yeah, and if you're toilet paper, you got two choices.
And then it leads to shit, pretty much.
Yeah.
Damn it! Now when I type it in, I get quilted northern toilet paper advertisement. I can follow it. I can do it. Either I can look up this advertisement, or I can find the real joke. Or if I look at this advertisement, it's shit. I don't know. Ugh. Okay, yeah, but choice.
But in life, you have two choices: toilet paper or tissue paper. And then it might come up.
Okay. Two choices joke.
That is true, regardless. I mean, it's a joke.
Oh, I found it. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I found it.
I can't hear you.
Okay. Maybe it's not the same one. All right, I'm going to start from the beginning.
It'll be close.
With the economy the way it is and John just getting laid off from his first job, he decided to go into service. John went to the recruiting station. He took some tests and was told by the recruiter he could go in either the Army or the Navy.
Right.
This is the one. John asked the recruiter's advice and was told, if you go in the Navy, you will be okay. If you go in the Army, you have two choices.
Yeah.
You can go either into the infantry or the artillery. If you go into the artillery, you'll be okay. But if you go into the infantry, you have two choices. You either go to war or not to go to war. If you don't go to war, you'll be okay. If you go to war, you have two choices. You will either be in the front lines or the rear lines. If you're in the rear lines, you're okay. However, if you're in the front lines, you have two choices. Oh, it's almost getting there. You will either be shot or not shot. If you're not shot, you'll be okay. If you're shot, you have two choices. You're going to be injured or killed. If you're injured, okay. Killed, two choices. You're either going to heaven or hell. Heaven, okay. Hell, two choices. Paper factory or the glue factory. Glue factory, okay, for some reason. If you go to the paper factory, you have two choices. Oh, I know the reason. You'll either become newspaper or toilet paper. If you become newspaper, you'll be okay. If you become toilet paper, you'll have two choices. You're either going to put in the men's room or the ladies' room.
Hey, that might be the genesis to my belief in two. That might be the genesis to my vector in life to where I started thinking about choices.
The genesis to your vector, damn.
Yeah.
That's pretty. You're combining God with geometry at that point. Or.
Well, a vector is just a meaning, you know.
Oh, okay, meaning okay.
Yeah.
But the.
It needs to go out from some point. Yeah.
And to me, like halfway through, I mean, I know the joke. It's leading to shit. And to dissect the joke is but halfway through you're like, oh, so no matter what you're gonna do,
Mine went into if you're toilet paper, you got two choices. You can either go to the girls' bathroom or the boys' bathroom. If you go to the boys' bathroom, you're okay. If you go to the girls' bathroom, you got two choices. That's how my joke ended.
Yeah, you did. Right here, it ends right there. In the next one, yep.
Yeah, and that's how it ended because if you're toilet paper, you don't have two choices. If you're a guy, you got one choice. An asshole. If you're a woman, you got two choices. Yeah, that's where.
Oh my god, that is such a good ending. Because it's subtle.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to go all the way to the asshole and the shit. It's like, hey, if you go to the men's room, you'll be okay. If you go to the ladies' room, you have two choices.
Yeah, you got two choices.
And you don't have to tell it. You just stop right there and you look at the audience.
Yeah. You just fucking tell it and let them decide what the two choices are. Yeah.
Oh my god, that's good.
Yeah, that's something that guy. I just can't remember the whole gist of it.
Well, maybe if I type this, the ladies' room part here, because that is the punchline.
Yeah, the punchline is either going to the boys' bathroom or the girls' bathroom.
See, then you type it in. Is it okay if the women's bathroom's occupied? I go in there. Just go in. Why are you asking that?
Yeah.
I guess I get it. Like people out here. Yo, can I go in there?
Well, it's an adult fucking joke, of course.
Oh yeah.
I mean, because we all know that, you know, a woman's got two holes, that's all.
Oh gosh. Oh golly gee.
Oh golly gee. Gosh darn it. You rascal.
These are all good. Keep it going. Is this the catchphrase from your high school days when they bullied you? You rascal, golly gee, I'll get you.
Oh gee willikers.
They used to say that back in the day?
No, back before my time. Willikers.
Hey, how much time do you need to get ready?
Gosh darn it.
20 or 30.
I'll be.
No, so you're saying Grandpa Bill and Grandma Shirley in high school used to say that?
No, even before then.
So you're saying their parents used to say that?
Maybe the generation before them, yeah.
Oh my. Oh my. Wow.
Well, it's less vulgar, you know.
Wait, so
Gee willikers.
in
Gee
80
willikers.
in 100 years when we look back at our days, is it going to be less vulgar?
I don't know. It's just I know the times are gonna change, but we've always had an expression to fucking cuss. You know, we've always had that temptation
True.
to express ourselves in a negative way without.
You know what I'm just realizing? I think we don't know the true cuss words of that generation because we don't see any of the art where those cuss words were used. Wow. I know that's kind of...
There's in literature you're gonna find it a lot.
Literature, you can't... But even in some of the literature, like, when they start using the cuss words, it's hard to grasp that because they're so, like, in the time. I don't know if I can explain it.
Yeah. No, I mean if you don't understand the time, well, you know, this is it's the same as the Bible to me, really. You know, the Bible was written thousands of years after fucking Jesus Christ died by a fucking, you know.
Couple hundred.
No, well, whatever. There's a lot lost in that. Like it's 200 years we haven't.
No, that's like me writing about George Washington. Like, now's the time to really see what he was about.
Oh, of course.
No, or is it?
But then again, you got critical race theory. We can't bring up real history. Now it's trying to be suppressed again. What really happened in life, because it might hurt somebody's feelings. Talk about fucking cancel culture.
Wait, do you agree with that?
No, fuck no. Tell it the way it is. You know?
True, if we go by what you said earlier in this call, you do tell the truth.
You know, Jefferson had slaves, and he fucking had sex with one of his fucking slaves and had children on it.
Well, I think critical race theory wants to talk about that, no?
No, they don't. They're going to be selective. That's the problem with history's not selective. That's the problem. If you're going to bring up the word history, it means all history, not just what you want your kids to listen to. You know? It might damage them. You know, they might start believing in something that you don't believe. They might have a fucking opinion. They're indoctrinated. You're indoctrinating them by not doing it. I don't know. I'm getting...
No.
And yet we still suppress. You know, I'm not for somebody talking about. Well, I'm for people being able to say what the fuck they want to say.
Uh-huh.
But you know, would I want them to be in a setting where my children are going to learn what they're saying and maybe be influenced by it?
I've always thought about that, yeah.
It's a tough fucking answer. I mean, but we're we're not talking about like devil worship. Well, we are. I mean, again, free speech. It's a really touchy subject. I don't know what I believe.
True.
If I'm the one that says, well, it's my job to teach my children what's right or wrong, fuck, who says I'm right or wrong? Honestly. I may be completely wrong about the God factor.
I thought about that the other day. Like, even if I teach them some good things, what are the bad things I'm going to teach them?
Yeah, well, what are you not going to tell them? That's the bad things.
Oh, true. Yeah. What? Yeah, exactly. What you tell them good. Tell them not. Don't tell them not. That's good.
You got to be selective, I guess, with children. But when you're an adult, again, here we go. It's going to be pretty shocking when you get to college and you get to read like Karl Marx or somebody with a completely different idea, or Nietzsche, or I don't know. I'm just naming big words. I don't know who the fuck they are.
But wait, no, that's important. You know their name and you know like a little bit about them. Why don't you know more about them?
Because I'm lazy.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty fucking lazy.
Is that the only reason?
I don't know, Lucas. I have to think about that.
Are they worth reading though?
I'm sure they are.
What if I told you they're not though?
Well, how do you know? First of all, how do you know that that's the right fucking thing to say?
Honestly, that, by the way, end argument right there, because you got it 100%. Number two, though, I do want to add, like, because I really have noticed, like, the peak person who understands reading can see, hey, it's not all about reading. Like, there is a downside to this shit.
Yeah. Well, God, it's so hard.
I know.
The thing is, I know what's right and wrong for the most part in life. I do. I think I do.
Uh-huh.
And, sometimes being subjected, I will say this. If you got somebody that's fucking, even the way I say this is such a fucking influence.
Uh-huh.
Not even an influence. I'm influenced, but not such an influence. I've read it said this way, and so I'm going to repeat it, thinking that I'm...
Okay, enough preface. Okay.
Yeah,
I know. No, I can't do a good... You're good. I'm right there with you.
Okay, so I will say that at times in my life, if somebody is saying something politically, or they're saying something that I have no idea, but it shows that they've read or they've put themselves through some type of education to be able to quote something, or what do they call it? Something elegantly.
Uh-huh.
Something to speak eloquently or whatever. I don't know.
Oh, what do they call it? Eloquently? It says it perfectly. All right, go ahead.
No, but I mean, they say it in such a way. I've heard it say.
Okay.
Say it this way, and I can't think of the way. What's another word to speak?
Sophisticated? I don't want to put it. I don't know.
No, I mean it's
refined.
It's like turning a tale. When you tell a tale, it's kind of like an old English way of saying.
Coining a maxim or some shit.
Something eloquently.
Uh-huh.
They break eloquently, and it has to do with how they speak.
Oh, they wax? They wax?
Yeah.
Okay.
They wax elegantly about something. I will tell you I'm impressed by that. Because I don't have the knowledge to even fucking say whether it's right or wrong.
Oh.
So my initial thought to that would be, I think they're pretty smart.
Oh my gosh.
And again, I'm human. But I also know that when somebody starts fucking waxing to me poetically, I'm going to be pretty suspicious.
That's what I was just going to say, the opposite end. Like, why do I feel ready to attack it, though?
Well, because it comes out so smooth. It's like the old saying, seems to be too good, you better look into it a little bit more. If somebody's probably trying to influence you to be a certain way or to think a certain way, there's more to it.
True.
They're good at influencing, they're good at manipulation, and I'm not going to be the fucking calf that gets slaughtered over this shit. Yeah.
Okay,
That's where it
on
comes.
that image, I gotta say, in a couple minutes, I gotta hang up. But in a couple minutes.
Oh, you fucking pussy. I get it. I get why.
No, but yeah, we're gonna go to a wedding, but you get that. I didn't even have to say that. You get why. You get why.
Yeah. You're an asshole if you didn't do it that way. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay.
Even though I'll bitch and complain.
Okay, good.
Fuck her, who's more to it at this moment in your life? No, I know damn well you better take that time to do shit with your wife. Yeah, I get it.
Okay. No, I'm just still getting over laughing when you're like, okay, I gotta preface this. It's gonna be influential. And, you know, when someone waxes this, I'm not even gonna mention it. But I already did, so.
When somebody waxes elegantly, yeah, that's not something that, yeah, that shows, it shows that my fucking vanity comes out, too. You know, like, wax elegantly, come on, motherfucker. You don't have to glorify the fact that they're telling you something intelligent.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, that makes it... Maybe this is irony. I don't know. But that's what makes it funny, because you're over here trying to find the word for the term of not understanding when that's happening, but you're focused on the Yeah, you get it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be skeptical. Like, ready, set, go. When that comes out, when I get the feeling that somebody's watching elegantly, yeah, ready, set, go, motherfucker.
But you also said, like, you're impressed by it, though, but...
Initially, because I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I don't know.
So...
I am not educated enough to even argue some point.
So you're literally...
At one point, I'm going to say, fuck you, prove it. You know?
At one point, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, initially, I'm going to go, this person got some...
Oh, true. Even if I'm going to attack it, initially I'm in that wonder, in that impression moment, like, oh, he literally, okay, he's pulling out some shit. He's pulling out a gun right now. Is it a real gun?
I don't know if he's going to load the gun. That motherfucker's got bullets in his pocket. I'm going to pay attention to how dangerous this is.
Because he could be pulling, because depending on what you just did, say you're a high priority target, he could be pulling out a sniper that could literally be taking your ass out, and he could have a full cartridge pointing at you, and everyone could be witnessing this, but you're still going to die because he's got the argument. If it's true and he's done his studying. If it's true. If not, you're good. You're good.
Yeah. You better be skeptical. You better find out if you got any ammunition. If you don't want to be in this fight. Walk away.
Well, maybe if you're really good, though, yeah, you might want to walk away, but maybe if you live in a fantasy, you can pretend you're Keanu Reeves, and you can try to dodge this bullet with some bullet time, but if you're delusional, though, he's going to take your ass out, and everyone's going to witness it.
If you're weak-minded, you're going to have, ooh.
Oh, yeah, ooh, big sniper, what's he going to do?
Oh, you're talking about God, this is all good. You love me. Yeah.
Oh... You know what's funny? In this metaphor that we're painting, if someone actually gets shot by a sniper and they're bleeding to death, they can all the way till their death, they can be like, ooh, you think you got a gun? They can be delusional to death, dude.
The thing is that that's exactly what happens anyway, because the speed of a bullet is fast enough where sound won't get to you before it hits you.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful.
If the bullet moves at 1,700 feet per minute, or per second, sound doesn't move more than 450 feet per second. So, yeah, it's going to fucking go through your head before you're going to be in bliss.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Yeah.
No,
Seriously.
seriously.
Wedding crasher.
Alright. Love you, Papa.
Love you, buddy. Hey,
Huh.
think about the damn summer thing. Talk to Anna.
Okay.
We got to get this shit together soon so people can make plans.
I will.
Yeah. Love you, man.
Love you. See ya.